The salesperson is one of the highest paid persons on the face of this earth. Okay? Now it's time for you to become one. I had a person said that they're starting off in sales. And he goes, how do I get successful at it? First of all, you have to know your product knowledge. Let's just say you're selling computer supplies. You're selling something as simple as cordless keyboards. You have to know your product. They all come with owner's manuals. Read it, understand it, get knowledgeable about this thing. People go, well, what does this do? And you go, I don't know, good question, I don't really know. No, you have to know. Then there's this thing called money. The person's supposed to give you money, and then you give them the computer stuff. There's a lot of financing that could be available. There's a lot of options that people have. Give you an example. In my office in Italy, I just brought brand new servers there, heavy duty, very, very expensive computers, right? Really, a server is nothing more than just a really super powerful computer, all right? My IT guy goes, look, I need to go out and buy $15,000 worth of servers. Normally I would take some money every week, put it aside, and then eventually I have $15,000 to go, here you go, there's the money, go buy the servers. Normally we just go buy Dell, but we found out that Hewlett-Packard has some financing options where I could actually, I think it was like lease the computers from them. So basically the same money that I would set aside to buy it, I get the server now, today, and I can keep that money going out. I ended up paying a little bit more, maybe $16,000, $17,000, but I got to have that server today and make small payments on a monthly basis. And here's the beautiful part. Computers have a lifespan. So just about the time that I pay this thing off, it's up, I give it back to them, and they give me a brand new one, all updated, all new, all fancy, like my IT guys like to have. So there's the financing of what you have to sell. So there's product knowledge and how the money works. All right, good. So those two things off to the side. Now, there's basically three things that you're dealing with. What do you say? Like, how do you talk someone through a keyboard? How do you present your product? How are you going to get someone to want your product? Your sales presentation is to provide someone who wants it. So you have what do you say, and then you have how do you say it. You could go in here and talk about all the fancy things about your keyboard, the features and everything like that. Or you could go in there and go, let me show you this, and have them push this button and have them push that button, and how you push this button. Like, for example, if you're going to go buy a car, what are they, first thing they have you do, once they figure out if you can afford the car, they kind of size you up, right? What are you looking for, whatever. They have you take a test drive on it. They demonstrate the car. They get you in the driver's seat of the car. They demonstrate this thing. Let's say you work in a clothing store. You have them try it on. Okay, the best thing you can do if you're selling in a clothing store is to get the person naked, go give me your clothes, now try this on, try this on, try this on, feed them the clothes, okay? You have to get them involved in it, and you issue orders. This is the key thing that I say that most people miss out on. When you're in sales, what does it mean? You're ordering people to do something. Now, people get into this phrase, ordering. All right, you need to do this. And there's like kind of a meanness to it, like you're the boss and you're this mean person. And that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's not true. Issue an order. Hi, how you doing? You put your hand out there. It's kind of a order to shake your hand, believe it or not. Hi, have a seat. Here, sit here. That's an order. Hi, I want you to push this button here and tell me if you can see how the difference between this keyboard is different from this keyboard. Go ahead, push it, please. Push it. You know? Oh yeah, go ahead, push it. You see, it's an order. It's a command. And I'm telling you something, you need to take a look at, are you commanding your person that you're trying to sell something to do something? There's a doingness involved in it, right? If you're selling pens, you know, somebody comes in here and you go, okay, here, write with this. Here's some paper. Go ahead and write with it. See how nice and fluid it is compared to this pen. Whatever it is, there's a billion things being sold out there in life. You need to give people orders to do something. By doing that, they Actually get involved. If you keep them over there, they'll stay over there. If you bring them over here, they're over here. And it's only over here that something gets done. How do you get that person from being over there, being an observer, standing up there and kind of like looking back like this, to being involved and hunched over the desk and looking at it and being interested? You're trying to bring interest. You're trying to bring an involvement, if you will. One of the things I sell is energy. I'm big in the energy business. I have hundreds of people calling people on the phone all day long, all week long, all year long, selling thousands and thousands and thousands of accounts. Tell me, how do you demonstrate electricity? You can't. It's an invisible thing. People already have it. So what you're doing is getting them to switch suppliers. And we have this whole thing worked out. When my salespeople call, they're not willing to communicate to them. They're not. So we've come up with a way to issue an order to go do something. Go grab this bill. I'll hold while you go get it. Ah, la, 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 la. The person goes, no, and then that whole la, la, la means no, 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 right? And my guy goes, I got it. And then they go ahead and they reissue the orders. You listen to them, don't cut their communication, acknowledgement, I get it, I understand, handle the objection, and then you reissue the order. That's what selling is. Like, go ahead and touch this thing, see how smooth it goes. No, 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 I know. I understand. Look, I promise it won't bite. Go ahead and touch the button. No, I kind of feel silly about it. I understand. I promise no one's looking. Go ahead and push the button. No, I promise it won't bite. Go ahead and push the button. Do you realize that if you can stay in there and issue an order 3 or 4 times, you're going to increase your selling, your closing percentage by about 50%. I'm telling you this. This is a fact. So now here's the question. When was the last time you heard about a class on how to buy something? Let that sink in for a second. It doesn't exist. And this is what we're up against. People don't know how to interact with a salesperson. I am a professional salesperson. I make a tremendous amount of money. And the worst thing in the world that I absolutely hate is to go to a car lot. Because these guys are so professional. I feel like a raw piece of meat walking into a lion's den. They're so good at what they do. They take you through the system, they get you so far, they give you to another guy, now you're with the finance guy, now you're with the service guy. Oh my God, they have this thing just strung out. Odds are, when you show up to a car lot that has the kind of car that you want to buy, you don't stand a damn chance. Not if they run that line right and they really do it properly, you don't stand a chance because they control it. They control it. That's what you're trying to get to happen. So you have this, what do you say? How do you say it? And that includes giving an order. And if they don't say yes, which most of the time they don't, you acknowledge them. You handle what it is they say, like, hey, go ahead and push that button. I don't want to. Okay, well, that happens. Okay, I got it, but look, I promise it won't bite. Go ahead and push this button. And if you can stay in there and doing that 3 or 4 times, your closing rate will skyrocket. So what do you say? How do you say it? Now here's the key element. How often are you saying it? These are the only things that you can control, man. Is what do you say, how do you say, how often you say it. And then you make sure that you issue orders, and if they say no, you acknowledge them, and then you handle whatever, like, look, I hear you. So let me handle that origination you made. And then you reissue the order. You do that, I'm telling you, the sky is the limit.